Hello everyone, and welcome to the Gold Rush Challenge in Fallout New Vegas, where I'm trying to make 100,000 caps as quickly as possible. We are at the start of episode 3, and I have less than 2.5 grand, which isn't great, so we're going to need to start working on really getting that money up. But last time I did pick up one of the best things I could possibly get, the recharger rifle, which is beautiful. It doesn't use ammo, but it's still a ranged weapon. That is great, that is going to help us no end. If anyone has like tips for recharge weapons, let me know, because any other bonuses I want to know about. But for now, we're gonna kind of play things as you'd expect. We'll be going through Primm, doing like some of these early quests, stealing a lot of stuff, because, you know, obviously that's a great thing for us to do. We can just get a whole bunch of valuable ammo straight away. Like, look at this. This is so much cash right there. It's great. I do also want to preemptively apologise, because I am pretty much dead today. I went on a crazy long walk. I ranted about it a bit in my Discord server, so hey, if you want to hear me rant about stuff, join my Discord or follow me on Twitter. I rant on both those platforms. But yeah, I'm a little dead today, so if my commentary's lacking, I apologise. But I'm hoping it'll all be good. And it should be a fairly simple episode, I reckon, because this is mostly stuff I remember, and yeah, okay, picking up chems and stuff. Thank you to people in the comments who are, like, correcting me or reminding me about stuff in New Vegas, because I'm so used to, like, Skyrim, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, but I forget about small things, like apparently you have to wait 72 hours to refresh vendor inventories in this game, whereas in like the completely Bethesda-made ones, it's 48 hours. I don't know if Fallout 3 is the same actually, maybe Fallout 3 is also 72. Anyway, let's steal some more stuff. Now this is... yeah, this is less than ideal. Lieutenant Hayes apparently doesn't want to sleep, and my stealth skill is not good enough to be hiding behind him. Apparently, anyway. Although over here I'm hidden. So, yeah, let's take the ammo that way. Maybe I just need to hide behind this thing. Is this the entire trick to it? Just like so? Will that work? No? No? Okay, well I don't want the NCR to get like too pissed off at me straight away, so I'm gonna go for the other 10 instead. Perfect, nobody at all in here, so there is more ammo for me to steal. I'm gonna steal the scrap metal, because that might come in handy. Will the conductor be needed? I can't remember. Oh, man, that's way too heavy. Yeah, that's way too heavy and not worth picking up. I do want to get Eddie as a companion, but we'll see very soon what the requirements are for him, because I can never remember exactly what they are. It's a little too easy to steal some of the stuff in this game, I find. Like, this is just... like, come on. I don't want to pickpocket you, I want to try and... the other ammo box. There we go. Yes, I've just stolen all of the ammo with ease. And now we've got all the fun of mines, which, in a game where you don't control the movement that well, can sometimes be a bit tricky, but we seem to have done that. I thought there was another one. No? No other one? Alright, no other one. Wait, who are you? Who are you wandering about here?
Howdy.
What? What? This... okay, there's apparently just a prospector here. Wait, what's over that way then? Wait, can I literally just wander around all of Primm and not head there? I totally can, can't I? I don't even need to go to Primm. I do want to kind of go to Primm, because there's useful stuff, but yeah, I kind of forget that you can just walk around the corner instead. And then you can just, like, go up to the station and stuff. Yeah. But no, I am gonna have an attempt at Primm. Oh wow, they went over the bridge. Well, it's a good job I did disarm those mines. Actually, no, it would have been better if I'd left one. Somehow. Because then the prospector would have blown up. Ah. Well, I've never encountered a prospector here before, so I wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna loot some of the houses, and probably get into a fight. So which button is... There we go. My recharger rifle, gonna let it charge up, because we're gonna... I'm not actually gonna worry about looting just yet. Let's get a quick save in. Just head straight towards the combat zone, because I'd rather get this done sooner instead of later. Oh, beautiful! Very loud, but beautiful. Alright, sneak attack crit is gorgeous. That's what I'll be wanting to get. Okay, that... Well, that wasn't great. That's a couple of hits. I believe this weapon requires like 0 energy guns as well, so despite the fact I'm quite low on stats, I'm still able to fire it pretty effectively, which is another great thing about the recharger rifle. Like, I'd argue it's the best early game weapon. The biggest problem is that it's kind of random whether or not you end up with it. I've just backed myself into a corner. Oh, but... am I getting attacked? Doesn't seem so. Oh wow, he's only got a cleaver. Alright, can I... No. Are any of these hitting? It's another thing that I find isn't great in New Vegas. Yeah, you don't get, like, hit markers per se. So, oh dang. Where are you? You're there. So yeah, unless you get the kill, or the health bar shows up, you're never really certain whether or not you're hitting the enemy. Like, I imagine there's gotta be like a hit marker mod, right? It just adds it in to make it a bit clearer. Because I can't be the only person who finds themselves lacking a bit. Also, I've just noticed I've got the crosshair up in this game, where I try and have it not up. There we go, let's turn off the crosshair. A nice little thing for anyone else out there making content. Getting rid of the crosshair, while it does make things a little bit harder for like aiming and stuff on a personal basis, it's quite nice in terms of just making the screen a bit clearer for everyone. Alright, I need to ditch something. That 9-iron... Let's just ditch the 9-iron so we can keep on moving. I think I'm going to have to go... Yeah, to the interior first. That was probably the best clearing I've done of this place. I took, like, basically no damage. I think I got, like, hit by a stray bullet, and that was about it.
I don't know what it was brought you to Primm, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Hello, Johnson Nash. Who are you?
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Primm going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader, primarily. For what it's worth, with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
Cool. Yeah, got nothing for sale.
Sure, have a look.
This is by far the most important thing. And as stand, I'm still looking, because, like, I'll buy the cases and stuff. But pretty much everything, I'm not going to be buying. I can't think of any reason why I'd really... Well... I can think of one reason why I want to buy something. If I can go heavy and sneak, a bladed gauntlet would actually be amazing. But for the most part, it's, man, it's weird having a high barter skill. I never play with high barter, so the fact these prices aren't completely outrageous surprises me. But yeah, I'm just gonna sell him as much stuff as I can. I'm gonna try and prioritise the heavier bits, because obviously I am suffering a bit with carry weight, but I'll catch up afterwards. Should be a good 500 caps better off. Bartered with him, and you may notice we are now in a casino, which is pretty cool, but I don't believe it's currently active. Like, yeah, the town's in disarray and stuff. To activate this casino, I will need to, like, save the town. I think you need to get the sheriff started as well. You need to kind of get Primm back up and running. And it's going to be worth it, because I think I can get, like, 2.5 grand from this casino. I think it's, like, the lowest of all of them. Because in total, you get about 50 grand from busting all of the casinos across the Mojave, which is something I'm going to try and do, because that will get us halfway to the goal. I'll also talk a bit about my intense strategy I use, because, oh yeah, I have a plan for the casino. Everyone who was like, oh, Sarge, well, you don't have enough luck. Why don't you have luck 10? Nah, I know what I'm doing. an area where I don't know what I'm doing is with, yeah, this little robot here. It needs 65 or higher, and science need 55 or higher. What are my stats at currently? Repair and science, both at 31. Alright, not actually going to be able to do anything with Eddie just yet. I didn't think the requirements were quite that high. That's annoying. That is genuinely quite annoying. What I have here is, yeah, the lovely Dropbox, though, which does let me ship things away. I'm also going to steal some casseroles. I wonder how my karma's doing. Does it tell me there, in general? Oh, I'm neutral. Yeah, because I've killed a bunch of people and stuff, but I've also stolen things, which balances out. I'm just a normal person. Yeah, because we are playing on hardcore mode, I do have to pay some attention to, like... Oh, I have to pay barely any attention to food and drink. I'm just going to eat something and then loot the rest of the place. This is perfect. There is one bed in town which it allows me to sleep in, and it's the bed with a pair of corpses. So I can sleep here for the 72 hours because I need to sell stuff. I need to do that, so I'm currently at, yeah, just below 3,000 caps. There is a sink here. I will get some rads from it, but I'm honestly not certain just how much, yeah, these are gonna go up. Because I need them not to obviously get to the top or else I'll just die. But if I can just wait, then yeah, this shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. So let's just do the 72-hour sleep, see how it goes. Well, this isn't great. After just 24 hours, yeah, hydration went up increased a lot, food went up a fair bit. Sleep obviously will be fine, but water is gonna be the problem. It's at 293, how much does a single sip take me down? Because, yeah, okay, that seems to have been a bit. Oh, it takes me down by 200. Alright, I can take the rads then, because... Oh, I've only got 1 rad away. Yeah, but 5 rads is nothing. 5 rads, I could do that 100 times and be fine. Alright, and food... I do have, like, quite a bit of food now, and a lot of it is, like, minus 100 odd. Yeah, I can have the dog meat, and that'll do it. It does give me rads still, but rads is a bit of a problem. But it's not that big a deal. Yeah, I'll be able to heal up, I'll be able to do this, it'll all be perfectly fine. I've done the 72 hours waiting. The 2 big problems I have is it does use up some of the food I carry with me. It's not a huge amount, but I don't have that much food. It's not like just absolutely everywhere in the game, so I do need to be considerate of that. And it's slowly ticking up my rads. Like, not much at all, but I feel like more rad away will be needed at one point, because... yeah, that's going to be an issue. Like, food and even water isn't that bad, because 5 rads to deal with my water, not a big deal. But I need to start getting some more rad away and find some food. Ideally cheap food.
Hey, youngster.
So, yep. Just keep on selling. I am going to take a quick look to see if... yeah, you see, some of this food is actually pretty cheap. So I might end up just buying the food. Especially, what's that? Minus 85 and 2 rads. Minus 127 and 2 rads. I'm going to buy gecko steaks. Because, yeah, gecko steaks are actually quite good. Minus 127 food for only 1 rad. I'll be purchasing them. Yeah, dirty water's a bit much. You don't even have purified water, so I can't check on that. Yeah, that will be the thing I'm going to end up buying. Everything else I'm going to try and avoid. But by doing that, just purchasing a little bit of food, I'm still tempted by that bladed gauntlet. But by doing that, I should be able to sell him stuff, and I'm going to do just a few goes at this. Just selling as much stuff from my inventory as I can. I'll only do it a few times, because I'll get bored eventually, quite frankly. I'm on the final bartering session right now, and the problem I'm having is trying to calculate the individual weight of a bullet. Like, the stack weight is all well and good to have, but not knowing the individual weight of a bullet and trying to divide 185 by 4.81 or whatever, just on the fly in my head, is not going well. I'm not good at that type of maths. So, I think I'm going to need to, at some point, research which ammo weighs the most, because it seems like microfusion cells and energy cells are pretty heavy, but yeah, I'm really not too certain all of it. So I'm just going to try and sell whatever ammo seems to weigh a bit. so that I can lighten my load as much as possible. There we are, up to 456, selling a ton of my ammo. And look at that, I'm over 4 grand now. That's not terrible, but it's also not amazing. I think my best bet when it comes to the bartering sessions... Oh yeah, examine that and be like, oh, personal machine gun, huh? I think my best bet when it comes to these personal sessions is I'm gonna... Wait, what are you doing back there?
Rather be left alone in my misery.
Okay, no idea what you're doing. Yeah, my best bet will be to try and find an area with a lot of merchants, so that if I'm gonna wait for a while, I only have to do it like one time to reset inventories. But I should have a much better... Oh, my food's still pretty bad. I should have a much better carry weight now. Okay, it's not amazing, but I can work with that. I got rid of a lot of the bad things. These 2 items as well cost too much for him to be able to buy. So I need to look for merchants who actually have, you know, just a decent number of caps on them. We're not done with this episode just yet though, because, oh, typical. Sometimes you get lucky and the dude's not looking at you. Sometimes you get unlucky and you walk in and instantly get shot. Alright, that's all good. Oh, also, if anyone knows what junk is worth picking up, because I've had a couple of people comment being like, hey Sarge, why didn't you pick up this junk item? Oh, I'll make sure to get crutches and stuff. And I just flat out don't really know which junk items are good and which ones are bad. Because I don't craft much stuff in New Vegas. So, yeah, do let me know. Oh dear. Oh, come on, how did that not... Okay, that one was my bad, but... Man, this rifle's doing good damage. What's my... Okay, yeah, it only requires energy weapons 0. It says, yeah, damage 6. What's my energy weapons stat at? It's only at, like, 5? I wonder, does having a higher energy weapons stat increase the damage? I'm just thinking now, is that actually how it works, or is it something different? Also, yes, I unlocked that door, so I could get all this lovely, lovely loot, and the maintenance key. Always worth picking up, because this is a big old building. Hey, and it's got food in. Okay, I'm taking the food, because it turns out I really do need it. Yeah, there's, oh, so much stuff. I didn't actually sell any chems, because ammo is a priority first, because ammo has weight, but most of the chems are still weightless in survival mode. So I can kind of just hold on to them and just use them whenever needed. Because yeah, Stimpack weighs nothing, got great value. And I'm going to be trying to avoid using Stimpaks where possible. I've got my Sunset Sarsaparillas, which are my go-to item. Because they also give bottle caps when used. So I should be able to get a huge, huge number of Stimpaks. In fact, how many Stimpaks have I got so far? I have the 26 Stimpaks. Yeah, value of just under 2,000 caps. Like, if I can really stack those up, then I can start selling them and make proper bank at some point, which will be lovely, and much better than picking up individual bottle caps from the top of a counter. Alright, use the maintenance key to get to the side entrance here, and... Right, there will be someone wandering through here, because that's the room where Deputy Beagle's being left. So you just have to wait for this person to sneak attack them. Oh, man, I forget just how ridiculous sneak attacks are in this game. I mean, I know Skyrim's the whole meme of Stealth Archer, but I feel like New Vegas is a million times worse, better at it? I don't know, depending on which take you have. Because, yeah, that's just... At least with a bow you have to draw it and stuff. With these weapons, you just press the trigger once and it goes where you're aiming. Okay, there's gonna be, yep, another one. Oh, I didn't get the sneak attack, so I had to fire my gun twice. Oh no. Is anyone else gonna come here? Oh no, someone else is gonna come here. Alright, this is quite bad actually. He does not normally, ow, show up here. Nope, I'm stuck on something. Oh, I'm genuinely trapped. This is like... I can't move.
You like
Wait,
that?
what? No! I fully can't... Oh, okay, that did it. What's my healing? Alright, just gonna drink a whole bunch of Sunset Sarsaparillas. Cause... Ow. Just die!
You like that?
How? How did he take no damage from all of that?
You like that?
Like, seriously, he stopped taking... There we go. He stopped taking damage there. Which was not okay. Switch weapons, go into that. Oh, this has gone bad. That went bad real fast. Jeez, I've never had him actually charge out to me before. I always get the drop on him. So yeah, that was not expected. The incinerator I will pick up, because that'll sell for a good amount, and I'll take, yep, your flame of fuel and your leather armor, because I have a feeling I might need to repair my armor right now. Alright, that's... Oh, do I want to take the varmint rifle? No, that's not got a weight to value ratio. Here's the armor I love, though. This armor. God, is it gorgeous. Especially in 76, because, you know, just a modern game, better graphics kind of thing. But I love this. If we do end up in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, this is what I'll be wearing. I've probably cleared this area out now. Ooh, new Coca-Cola. So I'm going to loot these two guys, because, boy oh boy. A lot of them have cleavers, which is quite handy, because I've got a cleaver as, like, one of my melee weapons, yeah, because it's not got much value, but it will, yeah, do okay. So I'm going to be able to keep my cleaver nice and well repaired, which is lovely. Egg timer I feel like was something that's decent. Can't you make like an explosive from that? Although maybe you need high explosive skill. And, oh, there is still one. Who I can't hit. Oh dear. There we go. Alright, got the crit. Perfect. That should be, yeah, that should be this area clear. And one of the best things here, says the giant Brahmin, is, yeah, there's a campfire. So here I'll actually be able to see some of the recipes, because, well, I'm definitely not making that. An atomic cocktail, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but using vodka mentats and a Nuka-Cola Victory to craft it? No way. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick look at these recipes, just to see if there's anything I could realistically make, and what kind of requirements are there for it. Ooh, this one's pretty good. So, cure animal poison. I'm not sure why it specifies animal poison. Does the game have different types of poison? It does lower your endurance by 1 for some amount of time, but getting rid of 50 rads, that's pretty great. White horse nettle and jalapeno peppers, they're around the place. I've clearly got 2 of each. So if I can get a couple of vodka, I can make that, and that's better than Radaway, which is rare and expensive. Alright, so what I'm finding is I need to pick up... Was it vodka I said? Wow, I've already forgotten. That's genuinely quite bad. My memory's terrible. Please remind me in the comments, people, what stuff do I need? I know I want to get, like, my survival up to 65. I think that's going to be a priority. Which one was it? It was this one, right? Yeah, vodka. I need vodka. That's fine. That's a spirit I drank a lot as a kid. I mean, as a legal adult, but was never breaking the law. So, yeah, gotta keep my eyes open for vodka, because that'll craft into something good. But other than that, yeah, it's just get survival up, and most of the recipes I can't care that much about, so not too bad. I suppose we should set Beagle free. We could kill him. What kind of stuff does he have on him, I wonder? Will he notice if I try and pickpocket? Oh, he doesn't have much, does he? Yeah, he really doesn't have much, and I don't have the carry weight, so, you know what, Beagle, you get to live.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb.
Who are you?
Well, I'm Deputy Beagle, and I'm being held hostage. Can you imagine? I'd be most grateful if you would set me free.
Sure thing.
Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here.
Oh, a speech check. Yeah, if you run away instead of fighting at my side, I'll kill you myself.
Oh, why, of course. I'd never let you fight my kidnappers with my help, but without it. You lead the way.
Alright, so we've got him to tag along. That's probably better, you know. He'll do a bit of fighting. It means I could go for the upstairs areas. Oh wait, I'm already over encumbered. Oh yeah, the carry weight. The carry weight's gonna be a problem. Oh, it's so gonna be a problem. Oh, I want the pilot lights as well because I can sell them. Man, I have serious carry weight issues. And there's a dog barking about it outside. Alright. I need advice, people. How do I deal with my carry weight issues? Oh, I'm just going to take all of this as well. I wonder why I have carry weight issues. Wait, vodka. Alright, I want to see if I can craft that thing. We're going to do a bit of crafting before I call that. But yeah, if anyone has tips for like carry weight issues in New Vegas, specifically on survival mode as well, do let me know. Because obviously I want to carry a lot of loot to sell, but I can't go around like this the entire time. This is too slow, you know. Alright, campfire and oh, grilled mantis leg? No. What I want is, yep, 2 of the fiery purgative. That gets rid of rads and poison. That's solid to have. Perfect. There we go. And look, man, I've crafted 15 items. Go me. Alright, I'm gonna go to the Sunset Sarsaparilla machine and loot it for the sarsaparillas. But later on this week, on Saturday, yes, Saturday, I will probably be clearing the upstairs of this place. Oh, 244 carry weight, that's bad. Probably clearing the upstairs of this place, figuring it out from there. I do need help with the carry weight, so if you've got any tips, let me know. As always though, thank you very much for watching. Sarge out.